Before she was a mean girl, Lohan was a drama queen. A teenage drama queen, it is. But can I bring this film to justice? Because this film has gotten some hate after it's been 20 years since it came out. Well, maybe yes, I can, maybe I can't. We'll just see. Prepare yourselves as I review for its 20th anniversary Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. Back Days! Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2004 coming-of-age musical comedy flick Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, released by Disney, directed by Sarah Sugarman from a screenplay by Gail Parent, based on the 1999 book of the same name by Diane Sheldon, starring Lindsay Lohan along with Garcia, Glenne Headley, and Alison Pill, and also Megan Fox in her theatrical film acting debut. The film was released on this day, February 20th, 2004. The film did not, while this film didn't make as much, but it factually did okay over its budget, though. The film was released on this day, February 20th, 2004. Henceforth, it's the 20th anniversary of this film. Well, I might as well go ahead and give you the story and what have you. Narrator Mary Elizabeth Lola Sepp is a 15-year-old girl who grew up in New York City and wants desperately to become a famous Broadway actress. Much to her annoyance, she moves with her family to the suburbs of Delwood, New Jersey, but she confidently tells the audience a legend is about to be born, and that legend would be Mary's. At school, Lola befriends an unpopular girl, Ella Gerard, who shares her love for the rock band Sid Arthur. Lola idolizes the band's lead singer, Stu Wolf. She also meets Sam, a cute boy who takes a liking to her, and makes enemies with Carla and Carla Santini, that is, the most popular girl in school. When Lola auditions for the school play, a modernized musical version of Pygmalion called Eliza Rocks, she is chosen over Carla to play Eliza, and Carla promises to make her life miserable. Lola also beats Carla on a dancing video game in an arcade, whereupon Carla reveals that she has tickets to the farewell concert of Sid Arthur, which recently decided to dissolve. Afraid of being one upped by Carla, Lola falsely claims that she and Ella also have tickets. She loses her chance to buy tickets and new clothes when her mother takes away her allowance and the concert is sold out by the time she persuades Ella to pay for the tickets. However, Lola explains that they can buy tickets from a scalper and get Sam to sneak Eliza's dress out of the costume room for her to wear at the concert. On the night of the concert, Lola and Ella take a train to New York City, but Lola accidentally leaves the money for the tickets on the train, and her plan to sneak into the concert fails. Lola and Ella finally give up and walk through the city to Stu's after show party. When they arrive there, Stu stumbles drunkenly out of the building and passes out in an alley. The two girls take him to a diner to sober him up. But when he hits a cop with a donut, the three of them end up at a police station where Lola gives her father's New York City address. At this point, Lola's dishonesty becomes problematic. When she first met Ella, she tried to impress her by telling her a dramatic story about her father dying years earlier. Ella highly values honesty, so she becomes infuriated when she discovers that Lola's story was a lie. After Lola's father arrives and they explain what happened, Stu gratefully takes them all back to the party where Ella forgives Lola for lying, on the condition that she will never lie to her again. And the two girls see Carla, who sees them as well, and looks upset. Lola talks with Stu about his work, but is disappointed to discover that he's an alcoholic. Back at school, Carla humiliates Lola by denying that she saw Lola and Ella, or either one, at the party and calling Lola a liar. None of the other students believes Lola's story about being arrested with Stu and leaving her necklace at his house. Now for the ending, procedure, 5 seconds to stop this video, go to the description box below. If you've seen this movie already, as I start counting down, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Afterward, Lola goes home depressed and refuses to perform in the play, but encouraged by Ella to return, she arrives backstage just in time to prevent Carla from taking over her part. As she is about to go on stage, her mother wishes her good luck and finally calls her by her nickname Lola. The modernist interpretation of Pygmalion, Eliza Rocks ensues. After a great performance that brings a standing ovation, the cast goes to an after party at Carla's house where Stu arrives to see Lola. Carla attempts to savage her pride by saying he is there to see her, but is proved wrong when Stu gives Lola her necklace in front of everyone. As Carla's lies become apparent, she backs away from the crowd on the verge of tears and falls into a fountain, greeted by everyone's laughter. In a conciliatory gesture, Lola helps her up and Carla accepts defeat. After dancing with Sue, Lola dances with Sam and they eventually kiss. End of story. So, what did I think of Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen? Well, I've only seen it maybe a few times, just more recently on Disney Plus. This was the first time I watched it in some time and what have you. I haven't seen this maybe since 2005 and what have you. This film's fine and what have you. I mean, it wasn't quite as good, close to as good as Loan's other attempts with Disney. Well, not counting the made-for-TV movies she did, like Get a Clue and Life Size. Well, I mean her other films like the remakes of The Parent Trap and Freaky Friday, which of course came out a year prior. Now, this was released the same year that Mean Girls came out. Lohan would be in Mean Girls, which came out just a few months later. I am gonna say it was alright. It was alright. It was fine. It had some pretty funny moments and what have you. So even with about two girls gang all around New York and what have you, yeah, I will say this does kind of feel like a much more decent type of youngster flick going through New York, much unlike the Olsen twins come back to the theaters in New York Mid, which also got released the same year, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. But to be honest, between you and me, that kind of got me glued on it at first. But then I'm realizing I was wrong to abandon this after only a few watches. So to be honest, of those two bad movies, I'd rather go with Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. While despite it made 33 million worldwide against its $15 million budget, it only holds a mere 14% on Rotten Tomatoes, saying that the film's superficial tendencies are unlikely to appeal to older viewers, though its colorful candor is decidedly not intended for them in the first place. Now, I understand, but I thought some of it was pretty colorful, especially when Lola comes out to do her part and sings the song that that girl, as I like to call it, but it's a drama queen, that girl, which was a song that Lohan actually contributed to the soundtrack, which also included lyrics, Simple Plan, yes, who also happened to be in New York Minute, but they didn't appear in this film though. But anywho, enough said about that. I will say that the film was not too bad. Maybe not one of Lohan's best though, but I still think it was fun though. Now, Variety said based on the book, this film emerges a strange showcase for up-and-comer Lindsay Lohan as a sophisticated Big Apple teen unhappily relocated to New Jersey. Minimally funny comedy feels like a Disney Channel pick that got boosted to theatrical after Lohan scored a hit opposite Jamie Lee Curtis in the Freaky Friday remake. Nonetheless, it should have a lock on the 7 to 12-year-old female demo for a couple of weekends before finding longer tube or inner tape shelf life. UltimateDisney.com reviewed the DVD saying that it doesn't garner recommendation as a film, and its DVD special features are as breezy and shallow as the movie itself. Lindsay Lohan fans and teenage girls are bound to be the most interested, and they might well enjoy it on the surface as light entertainment. But for others, one viewing may be more than enough. I agree and what have you. The film actually did well in the U.S., making 29 million, but it only made in the U.S. and Canada, but it only made almost a mere a mere 4 million. I really shouldn't say a mere 4 million because that's a million is a whole lot. But anyway, that was overseas. The film came in second, losing to 51st Dates, which I unfortunately failed to do a review of because it's been some time since I last saw that film. But I'll try and find it and rewatch it. Maybe, mind you, review that sometime down the road. So anyway, yeah, it does have a good score from Mark Mothersbaugh, who, of course, recently worked on the soundtracks for some other movies and TV shows. Of course, he did the music for the Rugrats movie and its sequel, Rugrats in Paris the movie, and of course, its later film, Rugrats Go Wild. And he also did the music for the Wild Thornberrys movie and lots of other films. So he did a good job on that. Now, as for the cast, we have Lindsay Lohan playing Lola, as I will call her. I'm gonna say she was good. She was good in this and what have you. Well, I said this isn't one of her best, but she still manages to pull stuff off. Alison Pill plays Ella, and I'm gonna say, she's pretty good and what have you. Let's see. Garcia played Stu. He was pretty good. Um, Sam is played by Eli Marienthal, who recently played Steven Stifler's little brother in American Pie and its sequel, and also voiced Hogarth in the cult classic of an animated feature, The Iron Giant. And, well, there's several others and what have you. Carol Kane, who also appeared in the film I just more recently reviewed yesterday, and that was the cult classic Jawbreaker. She plays Miss Bagoli, the director of the school's play. And let's see. Glenn Hadley plays Karen, Sep, Lois mother, and Tom McManus plays Callum, Sep, Lois' father. So anyway, yeah, I am gonna say cast is not too bad. The story's fine, what have you. Its soundtrack is pretty good. It has a few misses though. Because I agree with what some say about the soundtrack and what have you. Well, because critics were not, one reviewer was not thrilled with a medley of songs that Lohan did, including David Bowie's Changes, and of course Atomic Kitten, who had recently covered "The Tide Is High" in the Lizzie McGuire movie, which came out the previous year. Did a cover of Kool and the Gang's Ladies Night. That was all right, but not good, not great though. So anyway, overall, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. I can't really defend this film, but it does have a few redeeming values. It has have some flaws, but it's fun for young girls out there and what have you. I mean, or if you're a die-hard Lohan fan, this is a film I would recommend. But I'd recommend you only give this film a one-time watch, and that's it. So anyway, that's going to do it for my review of Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. What did you think of this? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And next time, I'll be bringing to you the next episode of Do You Remember? Where I'll be talking about the Sanford and Son spinoff, Grady. So if you enjoyed this, check out my reviews for the other two flicks that Lohan did for Disney. You can check out my review of The Parent Trap from 1998 in the upper left hand corner. The upper right hand corner is my review of Freaky Friday from 2003, or you can see my review of Lohan's other film from 2004, Mean Girls. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.